The Wagner tuba was developed at the time of Richard Wagner, and he wanted an instrument that would bridge the gap between the trombones and the French horn. And they built this hybrid-looking skinny euphonium, if you would, with a French horn mouthpiece, and he used it in his ring cycle. Bruckner later on used it in a lot of his symphonies, and we have occasion now to use them in the studios. A lot of times, if they want to like get a close bridge to what the trombones are doing, it's a little more direct sounding. And and a little more rustic sounding than the refined sound of the French horn, and so it'll blend very well with the trombones. Or sometimes we'll, like you mentioned, it will throw the Wagner tuba will throw the sound out into the room because the bell is no longer facing backwards like the French horns. Sometimes we'll use depending on how it's mic'd, obviously, but sometimes we'll use the Wagner tuba to cut through things. We were doing a picture called Air Force One with Jerry Goldsmith, and we had all this mid-range horn stuff that we were playing as loud as we could, and Jerry said it's still not really cutting through. So we pulled out the Wagner tubas, which just had that much of a different sound and a little more direction, and it brought a lot of clarity into the composition, and Jerry really liked it, and so he used a lot of Wagner tubas after that. He also liked the Wagner tuba because our bells faced forward and he could throw his lemon drops at us and we could catch them.
You were talking a little bit earlier, like a classic example that everyone could listen to of the difference between the French horn and the tuban is the Universal logo.
Right. If you listen to it carefully, when the first line comes in, that was first done on the French horns, 8 of us, and then it's repeated after the drum go boom boom. Then 8 Wagnerian tubas played, or Wagner tubas played it, and if you listen carefully, it's a little brighter, more direct sound, just enough of a change of timbre that it made it quite interesting.
What are some of the technical issues or differences between the Wagner tuba and the horn?
Well, you can't stop it. You could try. But it's going to take quite something to get it in there, and it actually will not play as low as a French horn, although you would think so because it's called a.
So that doesn't look like a double. Is that a single?
This is a compensating one. So
okay.
You can get down there quite a ways, but I've actually had more luck using the French horn way down low. Is where this really becomes effective.
That's a wider sound there.
Yeah,
down low than the horn.
Than the horn. The horn's a little more covered. But it it's used, like I said, for that specialty sound, that kind of raucous sound, or to blend in with the trombones, make it a little more seamless. Or to throw the sound out, or to cut through. We did do one production years ago called Shogun, and Maurice Jarre was the composer. It was about Japan. It was a mini series, and all we played were Wagner tubas the whole week. And just because he wanted something that wasn't quite as refined sounding as the French horn, so that's what we used.
Interesting. So you wouldn't get a double for that, would you, if that was the only
No, if that's the only instrument we played. Now, wait a minute.
I'll have to remember that next time. Let's just have all you guys on that.
Right.
I'll decide beforehand, before the first cue.
You just want Wagner tuba the whole way. Well, you may be sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know how Chike 5 would sound on this.